I toyed with the idea of keeping it, and if it was in a little bit better shape, I would have kept it. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name is Kevin and we are in the cabin right now. We will end up in the eBay cave in just a few minutes. You're probably going to be watching this on a Tuesday is my guess. I'm trying to get caught up a little bit, so I didn't do a shipping video. A lot of times I'll ship out on Saturdays. I know a lot of you don't, but I do because I don't want to get overwhelmed on Mondays or usually Sunday night. I usually ship out a ton of stuff Sunday night. So it's Sunday night right now when I'm doing this. And I'm looking at the screen here, 45 sales on the Commonwealth Picker store. I know there's at least 3 on the Homeschool Hustler store, and there may be more. I haven't looked at it since last night. Over $1,000, $1,089.90. So that is a lot. I would normally ship all of it out tonight, but Blue Ridge Mama told me I couldn't. So I ended up at the park watching the kids drive scooters around the park. And the deal was she'd come in here and help me ship. So I better get through this video in time so she can come in here and help me ship. So anyway, thanks for joining us. I've already picked a few items because I'm kind of in a little bit of a hurry here. And I've picked the items inside as well. I think there are 2 more on my list that I want to take a look at real quick. I want to grab in the back. So come join me in the back. And I'm going to put you up here and we'll tell you what's sold. All right, the first item, if I remember, is on this side over here. And by the way, whoever suggested taking the darn lids off these things was brilliant. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Why do I have lids on them? Of course, I haven't taken them off of down here. And the other thing I did to change here, I don't know if you noticed, I turned this one this way. These are still the same way, but it makes it easy for me to just pull them like this. I think that's where this one is, by the way. This right here. The other item is a realistic, you know what, the other item might be inside. I don't know what I'm doing back here, but I'm pretty sure it is actually. I'm going to go inside and check and bring it back out here and we'll talk about what's sold. Before I do that, I like to show the people who give us gifts where their plates are so they can look out for them. So I think these are the 2 most recent. Now that I've changed this one down here, I realized I had 2 Ohio plates on bins. So I ended up putting that Ohio plate up there. So I need to find one for here. And you know what? We might be able to do that today because it looks like we have a few gifts. Matter of fact, let's just knock this one out right now. Nice little elephant paper. Blue too. Commonwealth Picker blue there. My son, whenever you see a Virginia state flag, my son says it's the Commonwealth Picker flag. My wife has to tell him he's not right about that. All right, so let's take a look here. What do we have? I'll have to check that out. And this one is from Amy. It looks like from Amy. And I've read her note here. Those are some awesome numbers for selling on eBay just 1 year ago. So congratulations. And we are very happy for you. Thanks so much for sending us this. It looks like it's a Texas plate. Is that right? Let me open it up. And let me see if there's anything else here. I have ingrained in my mind, when in doubt, part it out from you. So that's awesome. So there's our coffee mugs, which I'll talk about in just a second, I suppose. All right, Amy, you know what? We do not have that Texas plate. Now, I have a Texas plate on a bin back there, so I'm not going to put it on a bin. But I love that. That's that clean. I just love those clean cut ones, those simple ones. And that's not dirty at all, by the way. That looks really good. I just like them, that Colorado, that Kentucky, and Texas. I have a Texas one right there, a truck one. That's very, very similar. But you'll notice it doesn't have that flag at the top. So we're going to find a place somewhere right there for it. So thank you so much. Now that I'm over here next to these coffee cups, I have had so many people ask about them. And they are all gone, unfortunately, except for these 6 and then the 2 over there. But I think I'm keeping those. So these are extras just in case we have any break. So I can send some out to people in case there's any breakage. Because we did send them first class. So we had to cross our fingers with them. So we're keeping those. Now, after, I don't know, a few weeks, if we don't hear anything back, we may list some of these back on the store. So we'll tell you in advance so that you have a fair shot at it if you want one. But one of these, or maybe I've already pulled it, one of these has to go to Patriot Picker because they are the ones who designed that label for us. Reagan may want one too. I'm not entirely sure. So she may want to keep one, but I have 2, so maybe we'll have her keep those 2. And then I'll have a little meeting with her and we'll talk about what the next thing is. Right now, she hasn't been talking about mugs. She's been talking about a couple other things. So I'm not sure what we'll do next, but I'm going to let her decide. All right, we had another one of these remotes sell, $10.81, and it looks like it's free shipping. And we have sold the heck out of remotes. So, it's not really worth your time to grab every single remote and look every single remote up at a garage sale. But if you see a tub, like we saw a big old bucket full with one price on it, it's worth grabbing and taking home, I think. $10.81 free shipping. Hey, I just was reading this here and wanted to make sure Amy's store, eBay store, is More Collections, M-O-O-R-E. So thanks again, Amy. We appreciate it. All right, here's an interesting one that turned out to be a bit of a disappointment for me. I love this kind of stuff. Sears Craftsman self-propelled mower wheel. And I remember the exact garage sale that I saw this thing at. It's an elderly couple. It looked like maybe they had had a garage sale before. This is maybe the second one. And they were trying to unload everything before they moved. And they were basically downsizing. And I saw this one from afar, and I'm like, you know what? Somebody needs a replacement lawnmower wheel. And I'm going to grab it. It was $1. And I looked it up, and I'm like, hey, these are pretty good. I should be able to get 15 to 20 bucks, $1 into that. And it didn't sell, and it didn't sell, and it didn't sell. Finally put it on sale. Sold for $10.36 plus shipping. So we still made a nice little profit, but I was hoping for closer to 20. Just goes to show you that new old stock stuff, NOS. By the way, if you're new to eBay and you see that NOS on a listing, it means new old stock. That stuff's always good to look up. So here's another one of those $2 Liberty shirts from Walmart. Sold for $15.95, free shipping. So it's not amazing, but real quick to do the math on it. We're going to say it's $3 in fees, $2 in cost, and $3 in shipping. So that's going to give us a total of $8. That's going to give us a total of $8 that we're into it for. Sold for $16. We're making close to $8 profit, give or take a little bit on either side of that. So, and this is one of the cheaper ones at $15.95. We're selling some for $17.95, and we're selling some for $19.95. And we bought 150 of them. So, you can do the math on that. We're making well over $1,000 on, I think, a grand total of like 8 listings or something like that. All right, I'm just going to point at them right here because you've seen them 8 million times, but I have another set, or maybe 2 inside. So here's Thumper, and here's Bambi. Can you see that? I'm hoping you can see that. I'll turn it just in case, but I'm pretty sure you can. Right now, they are holding the Eneman socks from Tesla Picker. So I guess we're going to have to move them. Actually, we won't have to because I think I have that set inside. And they're also holding some vintage keys right here, which I think sold, actually. So we'll probably pull those out in a minute. Now, they were I think we paid $2.50 a piece, and we bought them at Myrtle Beach last year in June at the Disney store down there at those outlet malls, and they were clearing them out. And I'm like, you know what? These will probably sell at Christmas. Somebody will want them. But I wasn't the only one with that idea, and sometimes that happens with retail arbitrage. You get those items that are cleared out, but then there's more resellers out there than you, and they pick them up as well, and then you end up having to hold them for a while, and they finally sold for $20 plus shipping. I have this bad habit of when we go somewhere, I want to pay for whatever it is we're doing, even if it's that day. I don't remember what we were doing that day, but I wanted to pay for it by thrifting and buying something that I can sell, which I think is a good and kind of a fun thing to do, as long as it doesn't ruin what you're actually there to do, which is to enjoy some time off. So, but we did that, and we bought a few of those, and then we bought some other ones. Oh, you know what we bought? We bought the Tailspin and the DuckTales ones, and those ones sold pretty darn quick. These are the ones that took forever. Out of that sale right there, we're not making a bunch of money. We're probably making around $12 profit on those, times 3, but then the Tailspin ones, we'll probably make 80, 90 bucks from that little buy down there, and I guarantee you, my wife's pretty thrifty. She doesn't pay retail price too often. I guarantee we're going to make more money off of that than she spent at that outlet mall that day for sure. All right, sometimes when you see a bin of electronics, a nice little box of electronics, if the price is right, pick it up. I bought this one at a sale that I also bought those Ikea bags at, the ones that have the zippers. If you've been watching the show, you know what I'm talking about. I bought like 15 of those Ikea bags, and it was on a video. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was somebody who used to do LuLaRoe, and so they had all those bags, and I saw those at $1 a piece, and I just bought every single one they had. And I love those zipper ones, by the way. I love the ones without zippers, but the ones with zippers are even better. And while I was there, I bought some other stuff, including a box full of electronics that immediately went to my death pile. And so I've just been pulling it out in recent weeks and listing it. So I paid $15 for a box of electronics. And I've sold all kinds of stuff out of there. And probably over 150 so far, and half of it is still left. Not including this one. There's an identical one to this mixing console. There was 2 of them that were identical. So one listing at at a quantity of 2. And this one sold for $24 plus shipping. The other one is listed for $24 worth shipping. And so we're going to end up probably making $250 on a little box of electronics. And I didn't even really look to see what was in it. I just saw a couple things in it and I knew it was going to sell. And they were definitely in selling mode at that sale. So I'm like, hey, how much you want for it? Let's throw it on top. Let's put it with the rest of the bundle, buy it, and it's paid off big time. All right, this set of vintage keys is going out to a viewer. This is the big lot we had. We got this at the C-word sale. The video for it is over on Commonwealth Flipper. Last week, Wednesday, is the video, and it was entitled No Garage Sales This Will Have to Do. And I call it the C-word sale because we're tracking that sale. And if you go over there and look at everything we bought, you'll see how it's stacking up. See how my prediction is stacking up to what we're actually doing so far. So this set of keys sold for $10.95 plus shipping. So we're going to put a profit of $9 down, even though it's a little bit more than that. And this one is going out to a viewer. It's going out to Cheryl. And she says that she loves the channel. So the channel loves you too, Cheryl. We appreciate it, and we appreciate the purchase. And I love these old keys, and we hope you enjoy them as well. All right, so far that $70 buy has brought us to $168 profit. So we're up so far $98. So go ahead over there if you haven't already checked out that video on Commonwealth Flipper and check it out and let me know what you think. He says, I'm sending you a tag not only representing Mississippi, but also representing the only university in the state of Mississippi. Mississippi State University. Just kidding. There are others. Go Dogs. So thank you so much, Jason. We do appreciate it. And we are going to head into the eBay cave for just a second. Either that or we're going to get the Homeschool Hustlers out here and tell you what sold out of their store. But join us in there or join us in here or just stick with us. All right, we sold a giant print Bible. Still has the box. I don't think this is new. It might even have a couple markings in it, I think. And it sold for $10.41 plus shipping. We sell tons of Bibles. Haven't sold one in a while, though. But I think that's because I don't have any left, to be perfectly honest with you. So this isn't even anything amazing or special. Not to say the Bible's not special. That's not what I'm saying now. I'm just saying that this one is just Christian heritage. It's not tied to any organization or group. So $10.41 plus shipping. All right, we have an Eneman going out to Resale Rocks, R-O-X, and to Jonathan. And Jonathan says, hey, Kevin, my name is John. Love to listen to your shows while driving my truck for work. I'm a part-time seller and I'm feeling a little backed up. Got to keep things flowing via eBay. Maybe this little guy will help. Anyways, great channel, great information, and great family. Check out my eBay store at John_A_sales. Lots of vintage rock and metal items still. So thanks so much. We appreciate it, Jonathan, and we wish you the best of luck. And we do hope it gets things moving for you. All right, we have a Red Hot Chili Peppers hat going out to Funky Town Collective. And this is the only one I have left now. I think I have to relist this. I think maybe not. Maybe this is the last one for sale because I have another one sold down there. But I was selling them brand new in package here. This is brand new but not in the package. Anyways, I got to check that out. They say, hi Kevin, husband and wife reselling team and our new YouTube subscribers and love learning new things about reselling from you. Your positivity is something we all need during this time. Keep it up. Thanks so much. The Funky Town Collective. So thanks so much for the kind words and thank you for the purchase. I do appreciate it. And I am so happy to see these things gone after like 3 years in here. But they are a pretty cool hat, so we hope you enjoy. And that reminds me of something. I am days behind sometimes, so trying to get 1 day behind. I'm trying to do a video, post it the next day. So sometimes that doesn't work out, and I'll catch some things, and I'll put them into other videos. So if you've bought something and you haven't seen a thank you from me, just be patient. You probably will. If you don't, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. So thank you all so much. I do appreciate it. All right, here's a pretty cool chalkline jacket. And these are awesome. I mean, this one unfortunately didn't go for a ton because it really has a few markings and it needs cleaned. And I'm not even sure some of this will come off. And I'm not taking it to the dry cleaner. I got it fairly cheap at a roadside sale last year on the way home from one of Reagan's gymnastics tournaments. And I think I paid $5 for it. And it's pretty cool. I toyed with the idea of keeping it. And if it was in a little bit better shape, I would have kept it. I'm a Southern California boy, so this is my team, has been for a long time. But you know what? I ask myself, one of the rules I have, though, with keeping things is, would I pay as much as I could sell it for and as much as I could make on it if I had the chance to buy it, would I buy it? And the answer is no. So if I wouldn't buy it at that price, then I probably need to sell it, because really, what's the difference, right? That's kind of my litmus test on items that I should keep. And this was tempting, though. It's an XL. It's a vintage XL. And I'm a large. Well, I'm a medium or a large. Depends. With this lockdown lately, I think I'm more of a large than a medium. You know, that 1 year anniversary is coming up on our first video, and I looked back at it the other day, and A, it's an awful video, and B, I look like I weigh 10 pounds less. So maybe, but last year at this time, we weren't locked down, so maybe that explains it. I think our first video was the very end of May, so we'll have to check that out. Nothing on the back of this one. It sold for $34.95 plus shipping. Look out for those vintage jackets. Chalk line, Pro line, all that stuff is great. And I forgot to mention, one good thing to look for is those buttons. A lot of people who collect these things really want them in really good condition, and the buttons are always a telltale, and you'll see how that one's pretty worn down. All right, I have one going out to Johnny and one going out to Lisa, and she says, I'm not a reseller, but oddly I'm hooked on trash picking and reselling videos. I love your videos and watch regularly. I thought the Eneman can help me push through blockages of my life. LOL. Thanks for the videos and God's blessings on your cool family. So thank you so much, Lisa, and we appreciate the purchase. I see a 1 next to your eBay name there. So we are very glad you are hooked on trash picking. That means you probably watch Paper and Moose and Taco Stacks is my guess, and among others, of course. So we appreciate it, Lisa. All right, this is an item that's been in the store for a long time, and we finally just let it go. I'm a little surprised, you know, it's not one of the vintage ones, even though I listed it as vintage. I typically wouldn't list this thing as vintage, and you know why? Because I'm looking at the wrong one. So I've pulled the wrong vintage Wrangler shirt, and I just looked at it right here, and you can tell by the tag, the way it feels, that it is not vintage. And I looked up there and it said vintage, and it looks very similar in the picture, but it is not the same one. And the other one sold for $11.95 free shipping. So we are making like $3 on that shirt, which is not good at all. But at least I caught it, so I can run in there and grab the right one. All right, this one is going out to Carmen. She says, I'm Carmen, one of your YouTube fans. I was watching your videos and wanted to get one of these Eneman in appreciation for what you do and for what I have learned. Thanks and God bless. So Carmen, thank you so much for the kind words. We appreciate it. And he's on his way. All right, we have a double here, so a viewer, and you have not left a message, at least not one that I saw, although I do vaguely recollect you sending a message in the regular messaging system. So it's LT. I want to say thank you so much for the purchase of the Red Hot Chili Peppers hat and an Eneman. We do appreciate it. All right, let's throw one more Eneman in here real quick, and this is from Jason. He says, my wife and I have been watching your videos since January. I have learned a lot by watching you. Thank you for the great wholesome content. We love to see the Homeschool Hustlers. We have made a few sales on eBay since January and learned something new every time we watch one of your videos. So thank you so much to you, Jason, and to your wife. We do appreciate it, and best of luck reselling. All right, thank you as always for joining us. We do appreciate it. We'll give you an update on what we're going to do next. I don't think, unfortunately, we're going to do that mug again, at least for right now. Maybe if you go to the Homeschool Hustler channel and leave some comments and tell Reagan, tell Reagan you want another mug, then maybe we'll make a few more of those. But I doubt it. That's my guess right now. I think she's pretty creative, you know. Once she's done something, she wants to move on to something else. I do think she is going to be making some of those drawings and posting them on the CommonwealthPicker.com store, because all of that money is going to St. Jude, and I think she really enjoys that. So thanks again, and let's go out there and meet the Homeschool Hustlers and see what's sold out of their store. All right, we have a sale out of the Homeschool Hustler store, and Turner is presently involved in a video game. So Reagan is going to come out and do this. And she also wanted to give a thank you. Do you remember who you're supposed to give a thank you to?
Thank you, Beatrice.
That's right, Beatrice, down in Puerto Rico. And you bought an Eneman. I had some Eneman in case some people wanted to buy one out of the store when they were doing the mug sales. And some people did that. And we're not able to give everybody a thank you on there. But thank you so much for everybody who bought a mug. Thank you for everybody who bought a Eneman out of there. We do appreciate it. And also a thank you to Dave at Whitewater Antiques for buying an Eneman off the store. We appreciate that. Are you going to put a picture on there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what is that, Reagan?
A joke or something.
Yeah, I listed that one. I took the pictures of it and put it on your store for you. So that is the Joker from Loot Crate. And they don't have much value, but they're kind of cool. That went for $3.99 plus shipping, Reagan. Do you like Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. We watched the old ones on VHS. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's been a while. Maybe Turner would like that. And that one is going off to JC. Can you tell JC thank you?
Thank you.
And she has bought quite a few things from us. So she has been very kind to the Homeschool Hustler. So thank you, JC.